back everybody. We're going to carry on working on my Zontes, whatever you call it. Got the old V-Strom 250 ready for my charity egg run tomorrow. Full tank of E10, just adjusted the chain, oil seems fine, and I've got my Easter eggs on the back. So yeah, we're all ready to go. But what is far from ready to do anything is my little Zontes. Now what I would like to do today is get the rear foot brake working and get the side stand on. I'm going to do the side stand first, because that way I can lean it over to the left on its side stand and make work on the back brake a little easier. So, famous last words, this should be an easy job. Lost a little bit of paint there, but it don't matter. So, a little bit of grease. I don't know if I've got the switch for the the cutout switch thing cuts the bike out. And I know you're all screaming, delete it, delete it. I think they serve a purpose, and if I've got one that works, it's going on, and if I haven't got one that works, I will attempt to locate one. Right, said Fred. I believe this is probably going to be a bit of an event, because these springs are quite powerful. I don't quite know whether it's best to springs on first. Stand on first then springs, or springs on first and then try and stretch the stand over. So we'll probably try both. I was watching a guy struggling to do this on YouTube the other day, actually, on exactly the same bike. In fact, I sent him a comment. I think he said that he did it this way, putting the spring on first and then kind of putting his foot. So what I am going to do, I'm going to get you guys on the other side, because you're, no offence, but you're kind of in my way there. Right, that's better. Let's tilt you down a bit. Right. So that on there, that on there. Well, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Grab a spanner. Look at that. then it has an additional locking nut on the back. Unusual, bolts are 5/8. Everything's been metric up to now. Yeah, that bolt's a 5/8. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's put that down on its side stand, see what she looks like. Yeah, it's not bad. I've just noticed one slight thing though. It's nothing much, but so yeah, this side stand just catches slightly on that main stand. A little bit of technical adjustment, i.e. hit it with a grinder and a big hammer. I'm sure they'll be fine. Okie dokie. Right, let me set you up on the other side and we'll try and get this foot brake done. Right, let's see if we can get a rear brake on this. Those are my bits. This is the bike. Let's make a start. So I don't know whether to fit the brake on first and then the rod, or whether to put the rod on. Let's put you down. Another minute. Just get you where you can see. Right. Grease. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the rod on first, because I suspect it might be a bit of a twat. So I'm assuming that washer goes on there. No split pin. I always put the biggest split pin I can possibly get in. Right, let me get some snips and some grease. Righty-ho. So I'll just snip off that excess. Okie doke. Right. Grease up the bolt, which I've just cleaned up on the grinder. Y wheel I mean. Same thing. A little bit of grease on there. Let's see if we can offer it up. I'm too old for this shit. Doesn't seem to wanna. Oh, I know what I've done. You fucking idiot, Bodget. What I've done, I bet you lot knew. I put that on the wrong way around. It's supposed to be that way. Right. There it comes again. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put the pedal on first. Try and pick all these little bits up. Because if I don't, my granddaughter will surely find them. Line up, you bastard. It's just not playing ball. I'll put that bolt somewhere, I'm going to get covered in shit again. But I'm trying. Where are we? Can't even find you. Yeah, there we go, look. I'm trying to align that hole. I don't know if that's coming out too well. It's very, very tricky to film. But I've got the screwdriver in there, but I can't align it enough to actually get the bolt in. Really want spreading a little bit, to be honest. Is that it? There she goes. What a faff. What an absolute faff. I just realised I've got a part missing. I don't know if I've got one, and that's the little pull switch that attaches to the brake pedal to put the brake light on. I'll have to have a search through my stash, my bits and pieces, and see what I've got. I have a funny feeling I haven't got one. This probably means another 6-week wait while I get one from AliExpress, because I'm too tight to pay eBay prices. Right, that's on, and that moves freely. Good. Next is get this rod back on. So it's got to go in that way. And we drop everything. Right, let's get a split pin ready. Right, now we'll snip off that excess. That's better. Now we move to the back. We've now got to attach it to that brake cam, which in theory should be the easy bit. There I go again. Tempting fate. What bloody hell's it gone? There it is. Okay, so spring on first. No, there's got to be another washer on there. Let me find that washer. I've got a washer missing. And then I'll come back. Right, I think I found it. That little fella there. It has to be this one, because again I think it's Imperial. That slides on. Then the spring. Then the barrel. No, it's not the barrel next. The barrel is in there. Like so. And that slides on to the rod, he says. It's in a bit of a sloppy old fit, I'll be honest. Don't like that much. Just see what it's all when it's together. I'm sort of balancing it up with my leg, holding it with my hand and trying to screw this on with the other hand. Okay, right, it's on. Right, I think I'm going to have to turn the cam on that. So if you can see, like that cam arm, this arm here I'm talking about, I think it's leaning way too back this way, and as a result the pedal is way too low, and there's also not much spring there, but I think there is another return spring to go on the bottom. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to adjust that up off camera, but yeah, effectively that's the brake done, bar a bit of adjustment. Right, I'll turn the camera off, bring you back when there's something to see. Right, what was it I said? Hang on. Yeah, I just need to adjust that brake and then that's all done. I really need to stop saying things like that. That just turned into something it really shouldn't have done. That was a bloody nightmare. Right, the brake arm was in roughly the right position. I have adjusted it slightly. The reason the brake pedal was so low was two reasons. One, it was hitting the exhaust, so I've had to take the exhaust off, reposition it. It's found its natural position, but you'll see that it's quite a long way off that bracket. That's something I'll have to deal with when I get the foot pegs. The brake pedal had to come off again, simply because I'd forgotten this little adjuster here, which is now on, but you can't get it on with the brake pedal on, so that had to come off. The exhaust had to come off. I had to fuck around with that arm to get that in the correct position, but anyway, now we have a good brake. I don't quite, ideally I would like to get the proper exhaust for it, because that isn't the proper one, so I shall keep an eye out for a reasonably priced one. If not, I can make that do what it's got to do. Just seems a little bit of fabrication on the back end, but what a bloody nightmare. Anyway, it's done, thank God for that. Right, next thing I want to do, I think, is get that lever on, because I painted that up yesterday. That's a simple enough job, and I'd like to get some foot pegs on it. We are getting to the point where we're gonna be held up for parts, which I've ordered from AliExpress. Basically what I've ordered, what did I order? I can't remember. I know I was able to get that tool cover, so that's definitely on order. New ignition, new steering lock, that's on order. Can't remember what else. There's about 6 or 7 parts coming. Oh, foot pegs, that's the other one. They're on their way. All these are going to stop me cracking on. The ignition especially, because I can't really build up this front end until I've changed that steering lock and got the ignition on. So we're struggling for bits and pieces now. I want to get the chain front sprocket cover on, no reason why that can't go on. Get the foot pegs on, although they need painting, and get that brake lever on. Then we can see probably about stripping the front brake caliper down and getting that, getting some front brakes on it. But yeah, it can be a bloody nightmare sometimes, this bike, but I have to be honest, I am enjoying putting it together. It'll be a nice big day when I can fire it up, but that ain't going to happen until I get the wiring loom on, and I seem to be avoiding that job for some reason. I wonder if it's because I don't like wiring. Could be. Anyway, let me crack on, get them bits painted, and we'll get them on. Cheers. Right, that's the sprocket cover on. That's making it look more complete as well, so good. We've got that brake lever on as well, and then we've got to do the rest of the brake. I'm now going to turn my attention to foot pegs. Not very interesting, I know, but that's what we're doing. Now, tilt you down a bit. What we have here are 2 foot pegs, obviously. You'll notice that they're odd, but they're all I've got, so they're going on. Also, that one there, which is the near side, is spring loaded, and the offside one is not. It's not. I don't think it's that there's a spring missing. I think they're just probably have 2 different bikes, obviously, because they're odd. But yeah, we're gonna strip them down, and we're gonna paint them, because they are looking a little bit on the old scabby side. Now, that one with a spring is a bit scary, because that's going to end up in next door's garden, isn't it, when I take that apart. So, split pin, little washer. So that's simple enough. We can clean and paint that up. That's easy. Don't know if that does that come off at all. Yeah. Okay. I'll have a look on AliExpress. They might do these foot rubbers. Never know. So yeah, that can be cleaned up and painted. Simple enough. Now the spring-loaded one. Yeah, they are off 2 different bikes, because that one's painted black. This one's painted silver. When I got that original donor bike, 1 foot peg was completely, well, it weren't missing, it was bodged up. Someone had bodged a piece of square box on it as a foot peg. So I thinking at the time, I was going back a couple of years, that I was going to be doing that one up. I ordered a foot peg off eBay, which I think was this one. That's why they're different. Yeah, there's that spring coming out. Yes. Okay. So there's another difference as well. You see, that one had like metal on the bottom. This one hasn't. In fact, I think I'm going to leave that as it is. I'll clean that up and we'll just paint that in a bit. So yeah, simple enough, isn't it? Right, I'm going to get them cleaned up and painted. And judging by the weather, that might be about the last thing I'm going to be doing today. So I think we'll take this opportunity to say thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Hit the like button, costs you guys nothing. This is Bertie Bodgett, signing off.